how does this separation between the divine and the earthly personality develops? I always talk about connection between the divine and earth, universal love energy and the inner family. But at this time, I want to tell you how this happens, that it comes this far. It begins with the soul cycle. Souls that are early in their cycle are full of love. They come from the divine, they live in the divine, they know the connection with all living beings, and they are full of love. And with this love, they come to earth to give other people this love. But now they are in the earthly reality, and that's totally different from what they are used to. On earth, people can't handle their love. They run away for it, or they don't even see it, and they try to build their relationships on the earthly structures. Therefore, these souls and their personalities get double information from the soul level, from the love, and from the earthly people. And they orientate at the people because they are new on earth and they don't know how this living here works. And in this moment, they always get the information: you are wrong. You in your love, if they see it at all, you are wrong. You are different of us. Your structures aren't strong. And then they go over their limitations because they don't even see them, because they are not as strong as the other people are. The result is that these new people on earth get hurt, and they don't have enough demarcation to hold against all these hurts, and they even believe that they are wrong. And therefore they go back to heaven. Inwardly they go back to heaven. It's very easy for them to go back because the connection to heaven is still there. And now there's a separation in their awareness between their identification with the divine and their earthly personality structure. Their inner family is separated and is hurt, and therefore their identification stays in the divine. And they begin to dislike the earthly structures because they are so failed, they are so injured, they are so untrue. And therefore they begin to dislike them and separate even more. At the same time, they do good things because they are full of love, and they are there for others. They like people on the soul level, and therefore they create good karma. That's mostly the end of the beginning of the soul cycle. And now, in the awareness, there is a separation between the divine and the earth. And to learn, for the souls, they are here to learn, they have to know the other side too, and therefore in some next incarnations they will experience the other side. Because if they dislike something, they put it away to the side, they have to integrate it again, and that's a learning task, and therefore they have to become the other side, and that's what they will do in one of their next lives. At the same time, they bring good karma with them because they've done good things before, and therefore they will have maybe much money, much power, whatever, but they will have good lives at the beginning. And now, as they are not connected with the divine love anymore, they begin to misuse their power because they had experienced to be weak is will injure them, and therefore they try to get to be strong, and they begin to misuse their power. They become the offender now, and that's the karmic principle. In one of the next lives, they have to learn what happens to the other people whom they do these wrong things, and they become a victim. So they change between offenders and victims in different lives, sometimes also in one life. And this is the karmic circle where they are in then. This goes on, and there gets more and more separations. Because first there was a separation of the divine to earth, and now there will develop more and more earthly separations too in the earthly personality structure, because all these hurts of being a victim will be separated, and because of guilt, the other side too, that they don't want to be an offender, and so on and so on. And therefore, the awareness will be separate more and more. It goes on until the person feels so bad that she or he says, oh no, I don't want to go on like this, I will do something against it, and then looks for the divine again and tries to connect what is separated. And with this, she or he has to begin with all these separations on earth. That means to heal the inner family, to heal the inner injuries of the inner child, of the inner woman, of the man, their connection together, that they work as an inner family to once again. And if that's done, then they have to connect with the divine once again. Even this connection is necessary. This separation is stabilized by the guilty feelings blockade and the injuries. Both of them make the separation stable, but the guilty feeling blockade is even stronger. Therefore, both blockades have to be healed so that the divine love as the universal energy can flow into the earthly personality once again, and then can heal there. That's the way how the separation in the awareness begins, and then how the development goes back to the wholeness. And it's possible to stop this whole separation process and stay in this connection. I've got some clients that are at the beginning of the soul cycle, and then it's far easier to stop all these separations because the injuries are not this much, and the structures are not this strong, and the identification with the divine love is still there. Therefore, these clients do all this healing into the wholeness far quicker than other people. Where other people need lives and years, these need sometimes years and only months. But the end, the result, the awareness is really the same. Nobody needs to separate the awareness totally to put it together once again. It's possible to stay connected throughout the life cycle. Actually, then it's not a real life cycle anymore. Then it's just to be here to experience the awareness. And with this, a soul accumulates the earthly energy, and that's power then. The karmic power in a healthy way. And that means if the awareness stays whole, the soul is here just to accumulate the energy, the earthly energy, this kind of power. And it's the decision of the soul how much she wants of it. And therefore, I can only recommend to you, if you've still the connection to the divine and you feel that or can see that the others are, yes, with double information and the structures are so wrong, then try to stay in a connected awareness, to go the other way around, come on earth in a healthy form, instead of do the same separation and end up as the other egos who are most of the people.